Hi Lucy, this is Fancy, and I understand that your objectives are to create visual pathways between different secondaries and primaries. You still want to use all the hue, tint, shade kinds of rules that we were using for that original assignment. To create transparency, you need to have your secondaries sandwiched in a straight shot between their primaries. So you've done that, you've positioned this one well, and you've positioned this one well, but the green is not quite positioned where it needs to be. There's not enough blue. There's a lot of yellow, there's enough green, but there's not a lot of blue. You got to get the green kind of in between the blue a bit more, or you need more blue maybe in this area. So bringing the blue down in here, we'll get that straight shot this way. Maybe this one, the green increases in here, and you can definitely take up some of the yellow with this green. There's a lot of yellow, so you could get the green in here, get the blue back over here. You'll have a straight shot. You have to keep your straight shot with this, but also with this here. That's why the green really has to move in here. So maintain the straight shot, maintain this straight shot. Perhaps increasing the blue here. You really need to take a look at, before you start gradating pathways and think about, do you have the red, the blue, the yellow, and their secondaries distributed evenly or in a way that makes sense? Sometimes people will kind of give more real estate to the primaries and a little bit less to the secondaries. And to me that makes sense in terms of transparency. It almost to me works better than when you're trying to give, say, looking at this leg from red to orange to yellow, giving all of these colors kind of the same area. To me it makes sense to visually give the secondary color a little less space. It just makes the transparency, I think, a little bit more believable. So in that regards, you could easily get the green sandwiched better in between the blue. As for visual pathways, remember how we would keep the pathways simple in our smaller 7x9 designs. I can't follow your pathways very clearly. Like I can see that this is a pathway that goes from green to yellow, but I don't know where it begins. I'm not quite sure where it ends. You really need to concentrate more on gradation within the pathways, and you're not doing that. And you're really kind of just keeping the colors, keeping the gradations within their hue families. There's not a lot of overlap between the different hue families at all. You want to use vanishing boundaries in the middle values for the transparencies, obviously, but you also want to have that gradation flow from one color to another. And here you kind of have it in the yellow. But again, your pathways are just too complex. I can't follow them. I know you want to get this printed out as soon as you can, and I'll keep trying to check back in the post tonight to see what kind of updates you made. But I don't get any sense of gradation in the blue at all. And, you're just not there yet.